Alright guys, I'm back at you with another video, and today I'm going to be grading another driveway. This one's a 1/4 mile long. We're going to be doing some power raking, some grading, hauling in some rock. I got 10 loads of rock to haul, and it's an hour to the quarry and back, so another one of those jobs. And sometime today, my John Deere dealer, shout out to Nick, they're bringing me something. I'm getting something new, so stick around in the video. You're going to see it. It's really cool. But this road here, guys, so this is the struggle with excavation. I came out and bid this road thinking I was going to come out here, power rake it, because you can see there's quite a bit of rock here. Well, I'm here now, and I got locates, and you can see, look at this. This is so frustrating. There's a fiber line buried in the driveway. So, I can't power rake. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come through here, I'm going to run the power rake, and I'm just going to lightly, I mean maybe an inch at most, just kind of just graze the top, loosen it up. I'm not going to dig down like I usually do, because fiber, guys, I have a story here. I'll tell you here in a minute when we jump in the machine, but I learned my hard way on fiber lines to not do much over top of them. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But this will be a fun little job. When I finish this up, they have a lake down there. I'm going to be forestry mulching and brush hogging around that with the excavator too. So you guys get to see that. I'm excited to get to that. Look at this crap. Fiber line's way out in the drive. So frustrating. But this is a pretty straightforward job. There's not a lot of major problems out here. This road is just, it's old and beat up. So a little bit of love, we're going to be good to go here. So you can see there was a turnout right here. I'll get that cut back out because you can see there's a lip and water just running right down the road. So we're going to get the water off the road here. And then right down here is one more spot. At least the fiber line's off the road through here, so I will power rake this up real nice. And then it jumps back in the road over there. Dang it. But right here's another turnout. You can see this was probably working whenever it was put in, but now water's coming through here. It made a new channel and it's just staying on the road. So I'm gonna get this reshaped back up because you can see it actually raises just all this rock and silt over the years, just built it back up. So I'm gonna get that cleaned out as well. So that is the plan. Let's get to it. Well, look what the cat drug in. This guy here, he's like the Santa Claus of equipment. Did you come bearing gifts?
Oh yeah.
I was just getting started on this drive. Check it out. It's a blower. Buffalo Cyclone. You said this is the Mega?
Mega.
Nice.
Mega blower.
Look at this thing. Holy crap.
Different spouts for it too. You do like you can do one that's more of like get more pressure, and then you do bigger ones, and
yeah.
then you get a flatter, wider one. Get it unstrapped.
Look at that. Fancy. And this thing spins. You said it's got a remote that goes in the cab?
And here it's all, I got it all strapped.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Guys, this is Nick Bird. He's my salesman up there at Martin. He's always calling me and selling me crap. I'm gonna delete his number. Yeah, my old lady's gonna delete his number. But let's grab the skid steer. We'll get this thing unloaded. All right, let's go pick up that blower. So what do you guys think? I'm excited about it. So my whole thought process behind this is I'm gonna start offering cleaning out ditches as part of my road maintenance. And I've been doing it, but I've been doing it with a backpack blower, and that has been very time consuming. And I am trying to invest in my future in things that will make my life easier. So that is why I'm buying this here. So I can be a lazy old man, sit in the cab and clean out ditches. So we got it hooked up. We got a little bit of mess of wires here, but when I get this home, I'm gonna figure something out. Me and Nick was talking about maybe, I bet you we can come up with some kind of wireless controller, because all this is a clockwise and counterclockwise switch, toggle switch. So here we go, first operation. Oh, that's gonna be super handy. Look at that. so I can aim where I'm blowing down each side of the road. It's gonna be pimp.
So you take it off right here. It's got a clamp. Spin her back around. So like when if you want to change, they sell different attachments.
Oh,
So you
okay.
just take these loose.
Oh, super.
So you can get like a fan. You can do. You get one that goes down to like this small for like blowing cracks, which would be really nice.
Yeah, I'll have to check
For,
that
like,
out.
asphalt and stuff.
Okay. All right, let's run this for the first time. Look at that. Yeah, buddy. Now we're talking. Holy crap. This is amazing. Look at that. Love it. That's how you clean out ditches, boys. Holy crap. I get this wired up to where I can, it'd be sweet if I could wire this up where I could use it on my joysticks. This is gonna be a game changer right here. Look at the level of service I can bring with this. Look at that. In a matter of seconds, that ditch is gone. All of the leaves gone. But let's go back up. We'll play with this more in a minute. Let's go back up and talk to Nick for a second. He's got to get out of here. Thanks, Nick.
Take her easy.
Appreciate it. All right, we'll see you next time. Nick and Martin, those guys, they take care of me. Let me tell you, really good people up there. We were talking about how so this thing, all these wires and this controller, I'll show you this controller in a minute, but this controller, this is kind of like a universal setup. So all it needs is a 12-volt input, and then there's this toggle switch that I'm running in the cab. There's no reason why we can't wire this into this machine, because these joysticks, they have all these aux controllers. So I'm gonna get with Ryan, which he is the man at the dealer. He's like one of their, I think he's a shop foreman, but he's a really good mechanic. I'm gonna get with him, we're gonna get the schematics, and we're gonna see how we can wire this into my joysticks. That way I don't have to have all these wires stringing around. But look at this. This is freaking awesome. This is exactly what I wanted. Look at the level of service I can bring my customers. It's just, this makes me happy. It's just that attention to detail. I try to be different than all the companies and really bring a level of service that is just undeniably, holy crap, we got a freaking tornado. A level of service that is just hard to compete with, guys. And, I preach it all the time. Life's about people. Do the right thing, do your best work, and treat people right. And this tool here, it's more about saving myself time, saving my back, and just leaving a really good product behind. Like right here, what I'm blowing, I would not want to grade these leaves into the road, because yes, I could grade it and they'll be gone, like the customer wouldn't even see it, but they're going to decay over time and compromise the road, and I know it's very minimal, guys, but I am all about, I'm messing with this controller, sorry guys. I'm all about attention to detail and giving everything 100%, so look at that. Would you just look at it? Love it. Let's do one more pass. So this is doing exactly what I wanted it to do. It's really important to keep your ditches cleaned out. start getting leaf dams and stuff like that, and this causes problems that eventually make its way onto the road. I did a brush hogging job. I brush hogged some roadsides for a resort down at the lake a couple years ago, and this would have been freaking handy to have because I made a mess. You guys know how brush hogging is, and I was brush hogging roadsides. They did not want me to put it in the bid to leaf blow off the roads, because I told them, I said, guys, it's up to you of the level of service you want here. I can brush hog this, but it's going to leave some debris on the road, or I can blow off the road as I go, and I let them kind of make their own decisions. And they did not want me to blow off the road as I went, and it made a mess. And there was a lot of residents that was not happy with me being out there, because it was really nice. It's a really nice place, guys. And what I'm getting at is, if I would have had this, I definitely could have threw it in the bid and would have been a way more efficient than out there with a backpack blower. Done. Okay, let's drop this. Let's get to grading. So let's talk about fiber lines. And I have a story, because I once worked for free because of a fiber line. So I was out grading a driveway very similar to this, and I got locates done. Same type of deal as we're looking at right here. Fiber line on the road. I was like, okay, well, you know, it should be buried. Yeah, I was hoping at least 6, 8, 10 inches. I was like, I can power rake this. Sure, why not? And long story short, I power raked it, ripped up the fiber line right out of the ground, and it was literally in the gravel. It wasn't even below the gravel, it was buried in the gravel of the driveway. Well, cut that sucker, and I did what was right. I called the fiber company and told them what I did, and they came out and fixed it, and I had to pay the bill. So long story short, I worked for free that day because I had to pay for a fiber line, which I thought was bull crap, because it wasn't even buried. It was in the rock. That's not buried. I need to do some more research and see like what the minimums and things like that are, because there's got to be some kind of minimum standard of burying stuff. I know when it comes to utilities, like there's going to be different requirements when it comes to power or comm lines, like a fiber line, stuff like that, because safety reasons. But I just been so busy, I can barely freaking think straight half the time, more or less. Research depth requirements of fiber lines. But what I'm getting at, guys, this job here, I cannot power rake as much as I wanted because of that fiber line. So I'm going to do the best I can, but I do have 10 loads of rock for this job, and I'm going to be grading all the way around the circle drive as well. So I got plenty of rock to build this road up really nice, so I'm not too worried about it. But I at least do want to lightly, I mean, I'm talking very lightly, I'm going to run that power rake over this. This area here, I'll be able to grade because the fiber line's in the ditch. I'm not going to go too crazy on this right now. I'm going to do a little bit of drainage work up here, work on this cutout that we talked about, and then I'll throw the power rake on and we'll loosen her up a little bit. At this rate, I'll be hauling rock today, but I'm going to make this a 2-part video. So today we'll try to get this raked up, and start hauling some rock, and then tomorrow we'll finish it up. And then before we leave, we're going to be doing some mulching, so that'll be cool. So I'm just going to cut this out. I'm trying to do minimal disturbance here because these guys, they're ultimately going to sell this home. It's probably going to be this fall. So now that I'm saying it out loud, that sounds silly. This grass is going to be grown back by then. Disregard that. Anyway, I don't want to tear things up more than it has to be anyhow. So right now I'm working up. This is in a little town called Tebbets, north of Jeff City. So look at the difference in the dirt here versus like down at the lake. You gotta bid things accordingly. Like, I don't know if where you're working is similar to where I'm at, but if I go from Lake of the Ozarks, which is down south, to up here is up north, drastically different in landscape as far as what is below the earth. Like, a lot of times I can dig out here. Oh, he did ask me if I have any extra dirt to bring it down here. So let's do that. They had their septic tank replaced, and he said if I had any extra dirt to bring it down here, so that's what we'll do. It's okay to track in yards with these machines as long as you're not turning a lot. And this is already tore up here, so no biggie. He's got that little tractor right there, that little Massey. So he said he'll grade it out. I get a lot of questions. The number one question I get is about marketing and how to get jobs, and I cover that a lot in my videos, but not everybody sees every video. So let's talk about that a little bit today. There's a lot that goes into getting work. Let's talk about one angle. So guys, I play every angle possible. Like, I think of getting leads and jobs as fishing. The more poles, the more bait you have in the water, the more chances you are going to have of catching a fish. And I treat my work the same way. So when people ask me, excuse me guys, I got a cold. When people ask me how I get work, I get it all the ways. I get it from everywhere, guys. Social media, Google, website, word of mouth, referrals. We only have one sign up, and that's in Eldon. And guys, signs don't get you work. Signs are branding. So don't put up a sign and think you're gonna get work as soon as you hang that sign up. That is not the case. Basically, a sign just gets people familiar with you. Like, it's that repetition. Like, they're gonna see your sign over and over and over and over until they're like, one day they're like, hey, I need some excavation work, who do I need to call? They're gonna think of Ron because they remember seeing my sign in Eldon, and that has happened. But anyway, I get my leads from everywhere, guys, and I'm not gonna cover every one of those today, but today let's talk about social media, because that's one of the easiest ways to get leads. So before we dive into the social media in particular, let's talk about quality of leads, guys. And this will be talked about more in later videos, but my best leads, my best jobs, my most respectful customers come from Google or our website or referrals. My worst leads, and this is no diss on any of my customers whatsoever, this is just a generalization, but where I will get my most time wasted is leads from social media. Because social media, I'm gonna say this is gonna sound bad, but if you get on a group and somebody's saying, hey, I need someone to grade my driveway, I'm fine with working for those guys, but I would say 7 out of 10 of those kind of customers, this is gonna sound horrible, they're taking the lazy way out. They're not doing their research. They're just saying, hey, guys, tell me who I need to use and I'm gonna use that person. And I don't like that, because I spend a lot of time on our reputation. Like on Google, we have the most Google reviews in the whole state, guys. Go check it out. One thing on Google, do me a favor. We'll talk about this more later in another video, but do me a favor. Right now, go to Google search excavation Lake of the Ozarks and tell me who pops up. Guys, that took a while to make that happen, but I'm telling you, Google's where our best leads come from. But today, let's talk about social media. So, social media is very important, guys, and it's more than you think. It's not just about getting attention and getting likes and comments, guys. That stuff is all great. I love it. I love the support, but that means nothing. I do social media to generate leads, and in addition to that, you need to post on social media twice a week because it plays into the algorithm of the whole internet. So Google is looking at your entire online presence when they're going to figure out who they're going to recommend. And if you post on social media, on Facebook twice a week, that helps your Google profile because they know you're active and you're still in business. And Google wants to recommend people that are good and are going to actually call and are still in business, if that makes sense. Google wants to be a good source of information. So they want to know as much about you as they can, and social media is part of it. So guys, you don't have to post before and afters or these amazing shots every 2 times a week. You can do stuff as simple as just staying alive. Like, go look at my Facebook page, guys. It's By the Acres. Just go look at it. That's the kind of stuff I do. But guys, I just try to get people to know me. Like, that's the whole point in social media. Yes, I am selling on there, and I do before and afters, but it's more than that. Like, I do a lot of videos, before and afters, just day in the life stuff, guys. I show my face on there so people get to know me. And just be yourself. That's the biggest advice I can give you on social media. Be yourself. Don't try to be something you're not, because people can sense that and figure you out that you're not being genuine. And that, in my area, the guys, that is a struggle, because I don't know what it is about this Lake of the Ozarks area, but there are a lot of not so great contractors that treat customers poorly. So I have to overcome that. And when people get to know me on social media, it just helps. Like, a lot of times I have the job before I even go out there, guys. Like, they already know me and they know my prices because I pre-qualify everybody, guys. So social media is very important, and it's very time consuming. Like, I get it. Like, it is. I'm putting my slope indicators on. I got a 5% fall here, so we're good. I'm gonna call this good. Yeah, what I was saying was, customers, I feel like a lot of my customers, they already know me and support me before I even get out there, guys, and they've seen enough of my work. They already know what they're gonna get, and so I don't have a lot of selling to do when I get out there. And look at this freaking fiber line. I don't have a lot of selling to do when I get out there because my brand has already sold itself, if that makes sense. Get this thing tilted. So use social media as branding. That's the biggest. Go check out my Facebook, guys. Give me a follow while you're over there. Every little bit helps. Let's see if I can get this out of the way. So, Facebook, post twice a week. Share it to the groups. Find all the local groups in the area that you think you can promote yourself on, and share to the groups often. Like, wear it out. Like, guys, I'm telling you, if you're in my area, and I know some of you guys that are watching this are, and you may see my stuff on Facebook, I share to the groups all the time. Like, I may overdo it, I don't know, but it's working. And if you've seen, like, the way I post on Facebook and the kind of content I'm making and the amount of attention I put in it, guys, you would think that I'm like, I need work. Guys, I'm right now it is March and I'm booked out till August, and I have to go do bids all day Saturday for customers that said they will wait for me till August. So what I'm getting at is I could care less what anybody thinks of me, like as far as thinking, oh well, if I post to the groups, people are going to think I'm desperate and I need work, and I could care less. I could really care less, guys, because I just don't care. I've done a lot of things in my life, guys. I've learned a lot about people, and I'm being really careful. I want to cut this fiber line, especially while you guys are watching. Of course, that would make an exciting video, wouldn't it? I've met a lot of people, guys, and I've had a lot of people come and go out of my life. I've had so many, this is going to sound horrible, but I've had so many people come and go out of my life, I can't even remember them all. Like, guys, I did 20 years in the military. I worked for the federal government for years and years and years. I've been a part of so many different things. Like, I was aircraft maintenance in the military, and let me dump this over here. And I had a lot of awesome brothers and sisters in the military, guys. Don't get me wrong, but what I've learned, I've worked with so many different people in my life, especially in the military, and people, they will forget you in a heartbeat. And here's my example, guys. Whenever I retired from the military, I remember when I got home that night, I sat in my uniform. This was my last day in uniform. I sat on the front porch in my uniform for probably 6 hours because, I don't know, I had something come over me to where I never had the official end of something in my entire life, and that was it. It's like I knew in that moment, when I take that uniform off for the last time, I will never put it back on again. And it was very emotional. I'd never felt that way before, so it was interesting. So I had all those emotions going on, and I spent a majority of my career with a lot of the same guys. And you have this awesome brotherhood. And when I retired, when I left, it was like I died. Like, I never talked to any of those guys ever again. It's so bizarre. You spend all that time with a group of people, and then you retire, and it's like you died. And you spend all of this time worrying about what people think about you all these years, and at the end of the day, they don't give a crap. People are selfish, I'm telling you. So the reason I'm telling you that is that's why I am the way I am. I don't care. Like, I don't care what people think about me. I am what I am. Take care of my family, and that's what matters. But I kind of went down on a tangent there, but yeah, I think we're about ready for the rake. So guys, don't let what people think of you determine what you're going to do in life. So there's a lot of lessons I'm trying to, I guess, you'll get out of this. So guys, I have one more example of why we don't matter to the general masses. I'm not saying we don't matter. Everybody matters. Everybody's got a purpose, but especially to your friends and your family, your close circle, but to the general public, to all of the passerbyers, guys, we don't matter. I'm going to prove that again. So I've had this business for 5 years, and I've only been doing this full-time for 1. While I was part-time in this, guys, I worked for the federal government. I worked for the Federal Aviation Administration, and really good group of dudes. I love those guys. They're all good dudes. Spent a lot of time with these guys. Like, we spent 40 hours a week together. We had a small close-knit, tight group, and we just got stuff done. Well, the time came where I was like, okay, my business is doing well enough. I am ready to make the shift. So I quit that job and I walked out the door, had a good, nice goodbye, and, you know, very respectful. Ever since the day I walked out that door, guys, I have not talked to any one of those guys ever again. Not one time. And think of all those years to where I worried about what people thought about me, or just all the drama that comes with just working with a group of people. What I'm getting at is that stuff doesn't matter. Don't worry about what people think, because people come and go in your life, guys. And since I've been doing more of this online content, sometimes I'll get nasty comments, and I don't worry about that kind of thing, because a lot of times you don't know who you're talking to, and they could be living in their grandma's basement eating Cheetos for all I know. I have no idea. So I don't argue with nobody online. It's kind of silly. So that is my rant. Do your thing, drum up business, and don't worry about what anybody else thinks, because social media, this magnet is strong. There we go. Social media can be brutal, but just do your thing. Don't worry about anybody. And let's throw this power rig on. So in the next video, we'll go over Google and stuff like that. That'll be part 2 of this video. So be sure to check that out, because like I said, my best leads come from Google. If you've never ran one of these rakes, guys, so did you see right there where I was kind of, that dang camera, let me get the camera fixed. What I was trying to say was the way the rake was hopping like that, it's because I was going too fast. Usually each of these roads you gotta kind of, every road's a little different. Some are hard, some are not. So holy crap, guys, I'm on the struggle bus with filming today. I got my rake giving me fits, camera's giving me fits, died on me, keeps sliding off where I'm putting it. So I've already made 2 passes on this road, and the power angle's not working on my rake. I don't know what's going on with that. I think it might be a broken wire or something. I'll look at that when I get home. I don't have time to mess with it today. But it's not that important right now. You can see I was just trying to straighten my rake out. It's turned just a little bit to the left there, but not a big deal. I don't need to be angling on this one anyway. But this rake makes all the difference, doesn't it? Look at this. I need to wrap up here in a couple hours because my daughter has some volleyball games that I want to go to. And that is a non-negotiable for me, as I will not miss any of my kids' events. I go to all of them. My family's my priority. Because my kids, they're already 12 and 8. And it felt like yesterday they were just born. Time goes by so fast. And I don't want to have any regrets. Like, in 20 years, am I going to think back about all the driveways I graded and all the extra work I did and money I made, or am I going to think back about all the memories I made with my kids? That's more important to me, guys. I'm not going to have any regrets about not getting extra work done and making more money, but I will have regrets about not spending time with my kids. So that is why I do what I do. That's kind of part of the reason why I downsized to solo and never grew and won't grow, because I don't want to manage people and I want to do what I want to do. So that's that. I can start hauling rock here shortly. This is going pretty fast. That fiber line, what a pain. I can't even rake the freaking left side of the road here because of that fiber line. But it's good to at least loosen this rock up because it'll help the new rock bind to it a little better. Road is all power rake. We're going to do some shaping with the bucket. Guys, so that is a wrap for today. I am ready for rock. So tomorrow, the next video, it's going to be rock hauling city. There's going to be a ton of runs of the quarry, tailgating rock, spreading rock, everything rock and shaping roads. But this road is generally shaped. You've seen it. We're ready for rock. But that is all I got for you guys today. Thanks a lot for sticking around at the end of the video, guys. That means the world to me. If you got anything out of this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.